Favorite beer.
Ooh.
Favorite beer?
Favorite beer. In a vacuum.
That changes the flavor considerably.
Good joke, Max.
Am I having one or multiple?
Just. Oh, so okay, mine, for example.
How do I do this?
Is the perfect good.
Very good.
Start sucking. No, Max, I don't want to take it again. So for me, it's the Driftwood White Bark, because on a warm summer evening, sitting outside, that is my ideal beer in that situation, right? That is a perfect moment. There's tons of beers I like more. There might even be beers I like, there's tons of other beers I like. Depending on the situation, there might be ones I like more. But in that moment, that's what I'm using as my example.
Yep. My constant standby is Fat Tug from Driftwood.
Also from Driftwood.
Also Driftwood. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is, as far as I'm concerned, BC's best beer. It is.
It's an IPA.
It is an IPA, but it's not super bitter. It is very fragrant, very floral, very hints of pine and grapefruit. And it is. It is so good, and it will hit you like freight train because it's like 7%. But it is on tap all over the place. You can find it just about anywhere in BC, and you can pretty much drink it whenever, as long as you don't drink more than one, or you'll be in trouble.
Oh, geez, it's Brad, says Driftwood. I got a tap handle to that guy. Is that... Nice. Wait a minute. Am I just realizing...
Yeah, that's Brad.
It's Brad. Yeah. Of course that's Brad. Hey,
that's Brad. Yeah.
Okay,
oh, geez, it's Brad. Good to see you.
I guess we're going around the horn here. That's 2 for Driftwood already, which is interesting.
Driftwood's really good.
I'm glad you mentioned. I'm glad, Graham, you mentioned White Bark, because I'm currently picking up a keg of that tomorrow for the kegerator.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
But I think if I were to choose between that and the one I'd reach for that I'm going to mention, which is Fieldhouse Brewing's Salted Black Porter.
Dude, Fieldhouse's Salted Black Porter is astounding.
Yep.
I love it. Earlier this evening, I was drinking the Fieldhouse dry hopped apricot sour.
Mm-hmm. Like, I will put if Fieldhouse puts a beer in front of me, I will say thank you and gratefully drink it.
100%. Without pause.
They might be my favorite brewery.
I think that might be
I'm
the case for me as well.
Light. See you guys.
Cheers, Jason. Hey, man, you do you.
Ben, I believe you're next if you have
I'm not here to gatekeep beer.
Yeah.
I decided to get a thematically appropriate beverage.
So, I mean, I really like I'm so all over the map with beers. I just like everything. First that came to mind was probably Solaris.
Oh, that's a good one.
I also love
tasty.
Solaris. Yeah.
But if
that's a peach ale from Phillips.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. But Matt said the words you can kind of get it in everywhere, and it's sort of like the standby. And actually, I would say of the beer I drink the most then is definitely the Fuggles and Warlock Gin and Lime Pilsner.
Ooh.
I have a lot of that, and it's like my go-to in a lot of restaurants in Victoria, because just about everybody has it, to the point where James, it's become, ever since he came going out with me and stuff, it's become his go-to beer.
What nerd bait name do they use for it?
This one is actually just normal. It looks like just a normal can, which is wild. Because Fuggles and Warlock, they are all about okay beer, dope marketing and stuff like that. But for Gin and Lime Pilsner, it looks like a regular can. It just says Gin and Lime Pilsner on it. But super, super good. I really
unlike their Destiny IPA that's just crap but looks good, or the Persona beer that looks fun, but it's fun.
They had to change the branding of their Destiny IPA.
El Cognito in chat says Big Rock Grasshopper, which brings me right back to Alberta.
The
Big Rock Brewery.
is like
Top floor of
a
rats.
couple of blocks from here. There's a Big Rock in Vancouver.
Oh, is there? Okay.
Yeah,
Man, yeah.
Tap room
between Big Rock and what was the super local Alley Cat
Alley
in
Cats.
Edmonton. Yeah, those were like the go-to ones.
Baxter knocked over the green screen.
Impressive.
Yeah. If anyone in chat in the great beyond is ever in Vancouver, we are absolutely just the beer alternatives here are just an embarrassment of riches. We have so many top tier breweries in the city,
But
Yeah, we're very lucky.
and in Victoria for that matter. Like
Yeah.
this entire area is like you can't you can't walk 50 feet without tripping over an
Point
award-winning
dark matter.
brewery.
Yeah, yeah. I
Matter's
couldn't
great.
just say one, unfortunately, because the first one that came to mind was Driftwood, Farmhand, Saison, which I love so much. It's probably one of my favorite, like non-Saison Dupont Saisons. But I can't. I'm sad 'cause I haven't had it in a year because I can't get it. It's just a really incredible Saison. In other Canadian beers that juxtapose Brett IPA from Four Winds out in Delta is really incredible. It's so good. And for US folks, because all I've said are Canadian beers that you can't get, Lagunitas puts out a special ale every April, roughly around the 20th of April, called the Waldo Special. That's just an incredibly dank ale that doesn't taste like the 10.8 to 11.7% alcohol that it is, and it's incredible.
He good.
I
He
also
not
just-
no GCU. He not good kitty. He knock over green screen. He not good kitty at all.
Also, Joe.
If we're talking about beers, what mess you up and I drink on occasion. Unibrows, Le Fin du Mont.
Yep.
Fin du Mont.
Findle and
Yeah.
Modit, for that matter.
Yeah,
I'm
and
flashing
Blanche
back
de
to Desert Bus
Chambly.
after party.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was the first Desert Bus after party I ever went to that I just walked in with two like full bombers of Le Fin du Mont. People were like, "Oh, you want a beer?" And I was like, "I'm good," because it's
You DJ'd it while drinking Fin du Mont.
Minute and a
Fin du
half
Mont is
on the giveaway.
9%. Yeah.
Get your giveaway entries in.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a
Minute and
420
a half,
beer suggestion.
11.
Container Brewing Panamax ESB. The people are now
I
donating
love ESPs.
420 beer suggestion. That's amazing.
I also like
love
ESBs,
ESBs.
but yeah, Container Brewing is not half bad.
Was that
Can I
for Max?
jump in with a favorite beer?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
So I'm currently torn between my favorite brewery in Victoria, which is between Driftwood and Il Sauvage, who do amazing sours.
El Sauvage is so good.
And I'm very willing to call my favorite beer their Yuzu Goza, which is
Oh, goes in.
phenomenal, but is very hard to get your hands on because they keep running out.
Small batches.
Yeah, but oh my god, I love that beer so much. And I think my go-to beer is, because it's more available, is Driftwood's New Growth Pale Ale, which is sort of on the hoppier end of pale ale, but not all the way up to an IPA.
Oh yeah, the new growth
really
is
like
really
that.
good.
Driftwood across the
Mentioning-
board, I think, has better range and very good quality. But if you really like sours, definitely go with Il Sauvage.
God,
El
yeah.
Sauvage is incredible.
Tonight's beer
sorry,
is
Ian, go ahead.
tonight's beer is the Spectrum Milk Chocolate Ale from their Box of Chocolates box, which includes the milk chocolate ale, the white chocolate ale, the chocolate mint ale, and a orange chocolate stout. The orange chocolate beer you do not want to whack before unwrapping.
I'm really bummed I don't have any beer or anything, because I haven't left my apartment since like Thursday, and my schedule has shifted very late, so I have not had a chance to do any sort of shopping, let alone pick up some beer or anything. So I'm
Phillips
just like, straight out of
delivers.
drinks.
Yeah.
Phillips
I have so
delivers, you
much
can get it
gin
right
in
from the
my
brewery.
house.
That's true, but they're
That's
closed.
all I've been drinking.
Hey, Graham and Ian,
Yeah.
just I saw something in chat that reminded me of this. Y'all remember the Desert Bus 8 after party?
I mean, I should, but probably don't.
Y'all remember when I was bringing around the bottle in the paper bag? The Tactical Nuclear Penguin, that was the 32% beer.
Yeah.
That stuff.
And how everyone tried it, and it was horrid. Dix,
remember-
you and I have different opinions on it.
I want to say it was either
right.
Desert Bus 10 or 11 that I brought the bottle of Johnny Walker Blue to the...
10, I think.
Yeah, that was nice.
I mean, I can call them based off of where the party was, but we don't want to really like yell those ones out.
Yeah, no. I think it was 10. Yeah.
Other than that, I get pretty mixed up between the after parties
Is
because
there
they're
anyone?
often not at the same location as the run.
Are there any volunteers kicking around who would also like to jump on and share their things just as this giveaway wraps up? He said out loud rather than typing because he has this horrible child.
Kitty.
Thank you, Jordan, for. I assume that's roughly what you're typing.
Was 10 the
No,
one? No,
okay.
11 was the one I injured myself at. I think?
I
Or
think
was
it
the
was
one
the
that we
one
had
when,
it in that
I
nice
think it was the one
location?
when you were DJing while drinking 2 bottles of Findamon. Man.
No, that
That was the
first
one. That was the one where I blew Liz's mind because I was mixing 2 YouTube videos at the same time while drinking Findamon. She was like, I just remember Liz taking like a photo. He's like, he's mixing on YouTube. But no, I think it was like the one where I actually injured myself. I don't remember what year, but it was something happened. The music changed to something that it shouldn't have. So I did like a power slide on the ground. And
Remember that.
completely destroyed my knee, and it's still messed up to this day. It's Ben's first real injury that sticks around with him.
Ow.
Cat.
Cat.